Mosharraf Zaidi. He's a senior fellow at Tabadlab and joins us live from Islamabad. Good to have you on with us. I'm wondering on your thoughts about the unrest in Pakistan. We heard from our correspondent a few minutes ago saying that things are starting to return, it seems, to normal in Islamabad. But do you see the situation deteriorating again as Imran Khan appears in court for a second day?
I think a lot will depend on what the court says about Khan's incarceration. If the court adjudges his arrest to not have been legal, that will certainly boost morale within Imran Khan's party and will, of course, remove the whole reason that his supporters were protesting and rioting and attacking people's personal property and sensitive military installations. If, however, the court invites Khan to the court, hears him out, but then either reinforces or endorses the arrest, I fully expect the PTI, Imran Khan's party, to continue not only to protest, but also to fall victim both to the allure and the traps and trappings of violent protest, which will play right into the hands of those elements of the Pakistani state that perhaps are keen for the PTI to demonstrate itself as an untrustworthy and destabilizing political force.
Several senior leaders of Imran Khan's party were also arrested. Does it give the appearance, at least, of a crackdown on his party?
Well, there's no question there's a crackdown. And till now, part of the reason the PTI had been able to avoid what has happened to the PPP, the party of the former prime minister who was assassinated here, which viewers hopefully will recognize the name of, Benazir Bhutto, her party. Her father was the founder of that party. He was hung. So there's been crackdowns on political parties before. The party previous to Imran Khan, his name is Nawaz Sharif. He was incarcerated, disqualified from ever holding office again, taken out of jail, taken back in jail, exiled out of the country. And not once. These are multiple sort of experiences for elected Pakistani political leaders. I think, the issue to me isn't so much whether there's a crackdown on the PTI. There has been a crackdown for the better part of a year. The real issue is whether the PTI is going to follow in the footsteps of other political parties and engage with the system on the terms that have been set in Pakistan for political parties, or whether it's going to continue to challenge through physical violence, through attacking the homes of military officials, through burning, television and radio stations. That sort of a thing is going to be seen increasingly as a parting of ways between normal political activity and something that will allow the authorities to crack down even harder.
What does this all mean for the elections, which are due later this year?
Unfortunately, given this country's history, there's a real fear, certainly a fear that I have, I wouldn't want to speak for anyone else, that we are not going to see elections, that the disturbances over the last 48 hours in particular will create the grounds for the government and the military to, in cahoots with each other, seek the declaration of an emergency as a legal instrument that is available to them in the Constitution, and then using that legal instrument, essentially pushing out elections for a year. And really, if they've already been delayed past the point that they should have been held. There was an election due in Pakistan on May 14th at the provincial level, 2 elections. Neither of those are going to take place on the 14th. So we are really in a situation where we are on the precipice of repeating mistakes that Pakistan has made once, twice, 3 times, and now potentially 4.
All right, we'll leave it there. Mosharraf Zaidi joining us from Islamabad. Thank you.